happens when powerful figures in Washington suddenly gather behind closed doors late at night? No official announcement, no press conference. Just an unexpected meeting that immediately caught the attention of political observers across the country. Tonight, we're breaking down what may have happened in Washington and why this mysterious meeting is raising so many questions. Stay with us until the end, because the implications of this story could be bigger than many people expect. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. In today's video, we're discussing a developing political story that has quickly captured attention across the United States. According to several reports circulating among journalists and political analysts, a late-night meeting took place in Washington, D.C., involving several key political figures and advisors. While meetings between officials happen regularly in Washington, the sudden nature of this gathering has sparked curiosity. People are asking, why was the meeting organized so quickly? What issues were being discussed? And could this development influence the political conversation in the coming weeks? In this video, we're going to carefully break down what we know so far, why the story is attracting attention, and what experts believe could happen next. Washington is the center of political decision-making in the United States. Inside government offices, policy discussions take place every day. Advisors review reports, lawmakers debate strategies, and officials plan how to respond to national issues. Because of this constant activity, meetings between leaders are common. However, certain meetings attract far more attention than others. When discussions happen unexpectedly, or when they occur behind closed doors without explanation, journalists and analysts naturally start asking questions. And that is exactly what appears to have happened in this situation. The story began when political reporters noticed unusual activity late in the evening in Washington. Sources indicated that several officials had arrived for what appeared to be an urgent discussion. At first, the information was limited. But once journalists began sharing the reports, the story quickly spread. Political commentators began discussing possible explanations. News organizations started investigating. And within hours, the situation had become a national talking point. Moments like this demonstrate how quickly political stories can develop in the modern media environment. Closed-door meetings are not unusual in politics. In fact, many important discussions happen privately. Leaders often meet behind closed doors when reviewing sensitive information, discussing strategy, or evaluating possible policy decisions. These meetings allow officials to speak openly and analyze complex issues without immediate public pressure. However, when the public learns that such a meeting occurred without clear explanation, curiosity grows quickly. People want to understand what was discussed and why the meeting was necessary. Political analysts have suggested several possible reasons why such a meeting might occur. One possibility is that officials were reviewing recent political developments. Sometimes unexpected events can trigger urgent strategy sessions. Another possibility is that advisors were discussing upcoming legislative priorities. In Washington, planning discussions often happen weeks before official announcements are made. Some observers have also suggested that the meeting may have involved reviewing policy proposals or preparing for upcoming political debates. At this stage, however, most experts caution that many details remain unclear. As soon as the story began circulating, news organizations started examining the situation more closely. Television networks invited political analysts to discuss what the meeting might indicate. Online news platforms published articles reviewing possible explanations. And across social media, millions of people began sharing their opinions. Some commentators believe the meeting may simply have been routine. Others think the sudden nature of the gathering suggests something more significant may be developing. Either way, the story has quickly become one of the most discussed political topics of the moment. Whenever a political story like this emerges, public reaction tends to spread quickly. Across the country, citizens began asking similar questions. Why was the meeting held so suddenly? What decisions might come from it? And will officials eventually release more information? Political discussions have become an important part of everyday conversation in the United States. Stories involving government activity often attract widespread attention because they may influence future policies or political strategies. Looking ahead, there are several possibilities. Officials may eventually release statements clarifying the purpose of the meeting. Additional reports could provide more details.